If you absolutely hate Oster as a barber brand, this video is for you. If you absolutely love Oster, this video is for you. Everybody who's kind of indifferent is not going to enjoy the video that much. Now, buying stock in Oster, why am I bringing this to your attention? Because Andis is a private company, you cannot buy shares of it. Wall is a private company, you cannot buy shares in it. TPOB, private company. Stylecraft, not publicly traded. Okay, so that leaves us with Oster. So it's a great subject of debate. Now, Oster is a company within a larger company called Newell Brands. They are traded on the NASDAQ and their market cap is 2.67 billion, with their 52-week high being $11.65 and their 52-week low being $5.24. The most current price on this stock is $6.42. It is Sunday, March 2nd. The NASDAQ is not open. I have said this in the past. Oster is a company that is not doing so hot in recent years. They have failed to innovate and they are merely getting by based on their classic status and their classic tools. They have not released a brand new clipper that can really compete in the new market other than the 76. The fast feed is becoming very, very outdated. Yes, there is a niche community that loves the clipper, but they are lacking innovation. Now, you must remember, Oster is not the only company within Newell Brands. So if another one of their brands does exceptional, it's going to pull everything up. And if other ones do bad, it can pull everything down. So be very careful if you were to base your opinion on investing in this stock solely on Oster. That would not be an accurate way to do it. Now, I do see this company going down a bit further. Personally, I can just tell you what I would do. Don't go run out and do it. I'm not a professional stock advisor or financial advisor. I'm a barber. I would put a put option and bet that this would go down short term, and then long term I would buy it at the lower price and hold.
But anyway, let me talk about the investment, right? So Newell Brands, they actually have Graco, which is a brand for like child stuff, like child seats in cars. They have Coleman, of course, Oster, Rubbermaid, which makes like sealed containers, like for food in your fridge and stuff like that. Yankee Candle. Then they have Sharpie, Food Saver, Papermate, DYMO, Ball is that company that makes those beautiful mason jars. Just so many companies. I'm not going to read them all. There's a lot. Mr. Coffee, Elmer's Glue. I don't got to tell you what that is. Sunbeam, which used to be the old owner of Oster, was combined into this big conglomerate as well. Crock-Pot, Baby Jogger. If you got kids, you know what Baby Jogger is, 100%. Chesapeake Candle and Yankee Candle. Many ones. Some of them I didn't even read. But let's take a look right now at the stock ticker for Newell Brands. And here we go. Here is the Newell Brands stock ticker on the daily chart. You can see that January, it was very steady, the stock price. And then after we finished January and we got into February, there was a huge sell-off. It looks like there was an earnings on 2-3. They must have been under on their earnings, underperformed, and then it plummeted from about $10 all the way down to $6. And you can see those candles. Those are some ugly red candles. And yeah, it just seems to be on a downward trajectory. But if we look at the monthly chart and we zoom back to 2018, we saw Oster at as high as $39.78, just shy of $40 a share. So it was quite the run up to $30. It was a beautiful, steady green candle coming up to $40. It was almost too obvious that it was going to take a plummet and correct itself, but the way that it has been going down, the downward trend is very interesting. That's why I'm standing here making this video today. So it looks like $5.29 was the lowest that it was, and that was in the beginning or the end of January rather. So we could possibly see this thing go even lower. It might be a good time for you to get in. Now, of course, I'm a barber. I'm not a professional financial advisor or anything like that. But I just thought it would be cool to bring this to your attention. It's almost like a little mutual fund that happens to have a barbershop company inside of it. I don't particularly like everything that Oster does. Like I said, I'd like to see them be more innovative and create new products and kind of, you know, remind everybody who they are and where they came from, right? The history and the longevity of the company in this barber game. But if this drops closer to $5, if this is anywhere in the $5 range, I'm gonna buy a few shares. Right now, I have not pulled the trigger on that, but it's on a downward spiral right here, and I think it might be a steal personally under $5. So I'm keeping an eye on it. If you want to snatch it up right now for this price, or you want to buy a put option, if you believe that the price of this is going to go lower, you might be able to make some money on that. I personally, I'm not in this to swing options. I just want to have a piece of an iconic company, you know. If I had Oster and I owned Oster, I was like the primary shareholder in Oster, I would definitely make some huge changes. They don't have a foil shaver on the market. I would add that to their arsenal. I will release the 76 and the fast feed in many colors. I would discontinue the T finisher. I would start hiring barber influencers to update the image of Oster, because in my opinion, Oster is a company that's synonymous with old school barbering, which is bad and good at the same time because they never evolve with the times. Like you even see Andis is trying to get with it. Their marketing used to suck until recently. They started getting some new educators and some brand new social media influencers aboard. Stylecraft has always been on point with social media. TPOB on point with social media and keeping up with the trends. So I think that there's a lot of potential for Oster, especially since the beauty industry is $1 billion plus industry. It doesn't make sense to me. Whoever is taking care of that particular section, there's a lot of room for growth. So Oster, if you come across this video, your boy wants to have a foil shaver, the Santana shaver. I already know what I want it to look like, right? I want my shaver to be transparent teal with a purple indicator light and a neon pink indicator light for power high and power low, right? And I also want that little button that you slide up like the old wall shavers that have little built-in outliner. Yeah, that's what I want. Now don't go out there and steal my idea, my family. So I don't know. Do you guys want to own a piece of Oster, or do you guys think that this company is pretty much just like the stock price seen its last day? I don't know. I'm a little bit partial to it since I grew up with it. But I do want to do a video just like this about other brands, but TPOB is a private brand, and this is not a publicly traded company. Wall is not a publicly traded company neither, so I mean it left me with Oster to talk about Oster, right? And I was also thinking, sometimes I just daydream, about creating my own brand, right? And just with some classic clippers and stuff like that. Now that certain technology is very old, like the magnetic motors in the original Wall Senior or the Andis Master, sometimes I dream of just, using a patent or creating a patent for a motor very similar to those clippers. You guys know I like corded clippers, and making something of my own. And hey, it doesn't hurt to dream, right? We can take everything we love from the brands we grew up with and combine them and make something special. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you guys will invest in Newell companies. Right now it's February 27th. I'm not sure when I'm going to be done with the editing on this video. But the stock price is $6.37. Like I said, in the $5 range, it's a no-brainer. But yeah, man, it will be a long-term hold for me. I don't flip stocks; I just hold them, and then that'll be the retirement. So I can put the scissors down one day. You heard? I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.